I know I haven't really made like a video like this in a while. In fact, I haven't really made any videos on this channel for a while. I've mostly just been active on Twitter and my second channel. That's mostly because I've been focusing on school a lot more. And plus I haven't really had that many ideas for videos. But I did have a good idea for this video, and it was when I discovered I was well, I'm just gonna be blunt about it. I was torrenting like level set footage just to like mess around. I thought about the idea of making a like a little recut of the Saiyan saga of Dragon Ball Z. If you don't know, hold on, I'm gonna explain this real quick to you, to like anybody that doesn't know what I'm talking about. The level sets are basically like these really high quality Blu-rays of Dragon Ball Z, and they stopped after like I think like 34 episodes. And ever since then, we've only gotten like really bad Blu-rays. If you want to get more info on that, watch videos that I probably have linked up on the screen about it somewhere. But basically, every single Blu-ray or DVD besides Dragon Boxes and level sets are not that good of quality. I was getting some level set footage, and I realized that the download I was using, it like said something that made me realize, oh yeah, Dragon Ball doesn't only have like a really bad history of like visuals being messed with, it also has a really bad history of having its audio fucked with in America. And I don't think anyone else has really talked about it that much. So I think I might as well just make a video about it since no one else has. And keep in mind, this isn't going to be talking about every single little detail about it. This is just small little details I wanted to mention, since like it's just about stuff that I've noticed throughout my time like messing with the franchise with like through like ripping Blu-rays and stuff, since I do that a lot on the side. Okay, so first thing I'm going to talk about is the original broadcast audio. So basically Toei Animation, the company that actually made Dragon Ball, they didn't bother basically just the original broadcast audio. I'm not going to explain it that much, but just watch AJ's video on the topic if you're really curious about it. He did like a really good breakdown on it. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about was the weird 5.1 mixing compared to the rest of the franchise. So Z is kind of special, where as opposed to the rest of the franchise, like Kai, Super, GT, even the original Dragon Ball, all have it so that it's like it's all very consistent with each other, except for Z. With the rest of the franchise, it basically goes like, if you don't know what 5.1 surround sound is, it basically means like mono is like one channel of audio, stereo is 2 channels of audio, 5.1 is 6 channels of audio, 2 channels that are in front of you, 2 channels that are behind you, and then one center channel that's in front of you, and another center channel that's in front of you, but it's entirely dedicated to the bass. So the center channel for Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Z Kai are all voices and sound effects, and basically everything else is music and sound effects but no voices. And for a little bit of Z, you can it's actually just like that too. For like the first, I believe the first few seasons are just like that. I don't know what specific episode or season or Dragon Box volume it gets to, but all I know is when I ripped Dragon Box Volume 5 to try to make like a music replacement score, which is what I often do on my second channel, it was really weird because it was like there was some music leaking into the center channel, and the sound effects were cranked down like a lot. This is really weird too, because when they did the season sets, the 2013 season sets, like they went ahead and made it so that it was like that for the rest of the series. What I basically mean is, like, for the first few seasons, it was like, oh yeah, like it was normal sound effects and music. But when they did the season set Blu-rays, and I believe level sets too, but I haven't ripped those in a tad bit. Some music is leaking in, and sound effects are really lowered. Why they did that, I have no idea, but it kind of bothers me because now whenever I have to do that, I have to do like a whole like fucking magic trick in Audacity to try to make it so there's no music bleeding in. And even though I do that sometimes, I'll always get like a comment saying, hey, why does this sound like a fucking bag of potato chips like through the audio, and I have to explain it to them. So that's fun. What I want to talk about next is the original broadcast audio for the English dub compared to what was released on the Orange Bricks and season sets. For whatever reason, they slightly changed like the music, and I have no idea why that is.
Some actors re-recorded their lines.
If you're going to make a wish, make it a doozy. Let me wish for immortality and we'll win for sure.
But I have an idea. Let me wish for immortality and we'll win for sure.
Voice filters were bizarrely removed.
Time to back up your pathetic taunts, my delusional sub-super Saiyan.
Because now you have to back up your delusional, pathetic taunts. Super Saiyan.
Other characters were recast entirely.
We're like two puppies that have been separated from their litter. That guy is gonna pay dearly for this!
We're like two puppies that have been separated from their litter. That guy is gonna pay dearly for this!
And these vocal changes were consistent across both dub tracks. The new 5.1 track with the original Japanese score, and the supposed broadcast track.
Next thing I want to talk about is the Dragon Boxes not having the Falconer dub audio. I don't know why this was done. I think it was because they wanted to like appeal to the Japanese, like the people that are more into watching Dragon Ball subbed with the Japanese audio. But that's a little bit weird since it's like the only release besides the level. See, hold on. It's the only completed release that's in 4x3. Like what you'd have to do if you wanted to do this legally without any like torrents or weird downloads is to like you have to take your Orange Bricks or Blu-rays, then you have to rip the audio over from that, then rip the visuals in the Dragon Boxes, and then perfectly sync it all 200 plus episodes just to like properly sync it and watch Dragon Ball Z in the best way possible. All right, now what I want to talk about is the weird compression for 5.1 mixing. For example, one time I tried to like rip the Gogeta vs. Broly theme in a Dragon Ball Super Broly. If you didn't know this, some of the tracks that's in that movie are slightly different from the CD release. I'll play an example now. But through ripping the Blu-ray, what I found out is that the English dub is slightly more compressed to compared to the Japanese version. I don't know why this is though. There's a similar thing with the level sets, how like some of the audio is like slightly compressed. So like when you try to rip the like some of the unreleased soundtrack of the English dub by Nathan Johnson, you can't do it at all for whatever reason. And with this season sets, the 2013 season sets, I think it was episode 4 I was trying to rip when Piccolo does his first special beam cannon. They made that for whatever reason mono instead of stereo. They compressed it down to mono, which I have no idea why they did that. This really doesn't have that much to do with the like the English dub side, since that's why I wanted this video to focus on. With the best of character fights DVDs, you probably don't recognize these since I don't think a lot of people have bought them, since it's just like a collection of random episodes. Now, the one thing about this DVD that caught my eye was when I looked at the back of it, it claimed that the Japanese version wasn't stereo. And I was like, that's a little bit weird. No other DVD or Blu-ray in Dragon Ball in history has done this, but like for besides GT and beyond that. So while I was at Best Buy, I decided to buy it along with a few other things, and then the moment I got home, I put it in like my little external Blu-ray drive, and I opened up Make MKV, and lo and behold, it told me, no, Trent, this isn't stereo, this is mono, which I don't know about you, but I think that's a little bit of false advertising. This is my final thing that I recently found out, and it was that for whatever reason, any like Dragon Ball home release from Orange Bricks and Beyond has downmixed the surround soundtrack to stereo. And I know a lot of people are going to hear that and think, Trent, what are you talking about? When I go ahead and I rip my and I check the back of the box, says surround sound, and then a few people are even gonna say, what are you talking about? I constantly rip the my home release all the time, and I always see that it says it always has a surround sound track. And I'm gonna explain this. The English dub Ultimate Uncut Edition, where it has the Nathan Johnson track, so basically just the American soundtrack for those that don't know, is in surround sound. Now, if you own literally any other home release of Dragon Ball, so, and by I just mean Orange Bricks level sets, Blu-rays, 30th anniversary sets, steelbooks, they all take the English dub with the American soundtrack, and they're all in stereo. But the Ultimate Uncut Edition is the only DVD that I know of that takes the American soundtrack with the English dub and make it so it's in a surround sound, which makes me question, why'd they downmix it when it was like perfectly fine in surround sound? I can get it for the Orange Bricks since a lot of the problems in that DVD, besides from like the cropping and the noise reduction, are because they had to save space in the DVD, because like DVDs, like even though that they are like high quality, they can't like have like nearly as much stuff as a Blu-ray, which begs the question, why'd they do it so that like when the level sets came out, they just decide, nah, let's just go ahead and make it so that it's like, for the level sets, they just decided to keep it as stereo. And same thing with the season sets too, and the 30th anniversary as well. And they're probably going to do it for the steelbooks too. That's basically like my main problem with Funimation's treatment of this franchise. So it's incredibly inconsistent when it comes to audio. Sure, you can go ahead and say that, like the video is like just as bad, if not worse, but I'd say that the audio is much worse, since it's like you can tell that like Funimation literally has like we've literally gotten teased of like the best way, or like straight up shown like the best way to like hear the show in terms of the English dub, especially with the American soundtrack. But for whatever reason, they just decide not to do that. As opposed to like with the video, you at least have like the entire Dragon boxes and like a little bit of level sets, so at least then you're like getting like how the show was meant to be seen. I mean, sure, the entire show isn't in 1080p, but like at least with 480p, it's like relatively watchable. With the various audio problems I listed, like we haven't even gotten like a full like best way to watch it without like doing like a whole bunch of like mumbo jumbo, like freaking magic. And even then, like with like all the stuff that I've listed, there's still more. Like with the movies, I'm not talking about like Battle of Gods or beyond that. I'm talking about like from Dead Zone all the way to Wrath of the Dragon. There are like there's some audio problems with like it's incredibly inconsistent how they format the audio. But whatever, it's basically everything I wanted to talk about. I do want to talk about more stuff like this, just like make dumb discussion videos or commentary videos. But so I don't know if you guys have ideas for that. Go ahead and just tell me them or something. I didn't even write a script for this. I just had like notes jotted down in Google Drive I want to talk about. So sorry if this video was a little bit and can't hear it. Yeah, that's basically it. If you want to like learn a bit more about like Dragon Ball and stuff, I'll just like leave links. You can check the links I've listed either on the end screen, the cards, or in the description. I have a second channel where I rip unreleased music of Dragon Ball, and I make score edits. You've probably heard of it. It's Mr. Yosha. That one Falconer edit I made of Dragon Ball Super has like over 3 million views now, which is kind of crazy. And that's it. I've been recording for like 30 minutes now, which is like the longest I've recorded for. That is basically it. Bye.